Have you ever heard that saying that when you pick up a snake, don't be surprised when it bites you? I'm going to talk to you about that and how it relates to cruising. Also, we've got some more cabins available on our Total Eclipse Group Cruise and lots of other updates for Princess that I think you need to know about. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is a Friday. It is May 26th of 2023. Tomorrow is May 27th, and so if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you come with us on our trip to Alaska. We are really excited. Tomorrow we embark on the Holland America Eurodom off for 7 days to Alaska, and we'd love you to come with us. And if you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, it will give you a notification whenever we go live, and we're going to try to go live definitely on sailaways, sometimes before sailaways, and just whenever we can. I don't know what the internet will be like at Hubbard Glacier, but we'll see if it'll work. So anyway, we'd love to have you with us. Now let's start off talking about our group cruise. The Total Eclipse Group Cruise is round trip out of Los Angeles, set sail on April 3rd of 2024, and the reason we call it the Total Eclipse Cruise, and so does Princess, is because it sails in an area. It's going to have scenic cruising on the day of the total solar eclipse. There is a swath that is where the eclipse will be total, so that it will be dark all the way, and where we will be sailing close to Mazatlan is included in that area. Very special cruise. We are really excited. It's a 10-day cruise. We go to Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Manzanillo. Fabulous, just fabulous. As an overnight in Cabo San Lucas, so many opportunities with that. So we'd love to have you join us. I've got a couple of balcony cabins, a couple of mini suites, and I'm not sure if I still have an interior, but you can ask me if you'd like to. The really nice thing about booking with us and coming with us is I still have our group pricing, which is less than half of what it costs per person to book cabins right now. If you put yourself on the wait list for that cruise, it's only wait listed, and the cabins that I can get, the balconies and the mini suites, are only guaranteed. So take a look at the deck plan there of the Discovery Princess and decide if you would like to come, and if you are happy with where the cabins are in those categories, and so whichever one you got would be okay. We'd love to have you. We have several people coming. It's going to be amazing. So there's that. The next thing I wanted to let you know, I keep getting so many questions, so many emails about people wanting to know what to pack for Alaska. So I will have Gordon link my video about that. While we are on the Eurodom, I am planning to show you what I brought and what Gordon brought and how we kind of decided to bring what we brought. It is a little bit different for us this time with it being a group cruise. I know this is funny, but I feel like I need to kick up a little bit and take a couple of more outfits since I'll have the lovely opportunity to be with other people that we know. But in addition to that, so watch for that, but also our lovely daughter has an Etsy store where she sells packing lists. Someone has knocked it off, of course, making the name of theirs just a little bit different. So we have a link below this video. You just click on the show more and it drops down a box, and you'll see where the little packing list thing is. So if you would like one, I can't remember, they're not very much at all. They're less than $5. So if that would help you, I just wanted to tell you about it. Now let's talk about Norwegian Air. So for a long time, we have all been familiar that some of the all the cruise lines basically, you can go ahead and book your cruise and then get air through them. That happens with all the different cruise lines are willing to do that. Norwegian has had it so that they often run promos like air buy one get one free, or else air will be included as a perk of your booking. Different promos. Now before COVID, they had what they called guaranteed air, so that you could make sure that the people in your cabin were all on the same flight, and you could also request that people that your booking was linked to, that you were traveling with, that it was much easier to ask if you could please have the same flights that they have. If I recall correctly, that came back just a little bit after COVID, but then they took it away again. So the way Norwegian Air works, if you are not familiar with this, is they will they book the flights for you, usually around 45 days out. Sometimes it can be a little sooner, and they book the flights for you. Once they book the flights for you, those are your flights. You don't call and ask for changes. They will not change those flights. If you want any changes, you have to call. They belong to you. They're your flights. You call the airlines. You make any changes you want, and if they cost anything, you pay for what the changes are. That's how it works. So over on our Let's Go Travel Tips Facebook group, which if you do Facebook and you haven't joined us, come and join us. We'd love to have you. It's just called Let's Go Travel Tips. And we have Let's Go family member, and they were talking about, they said, Norwegian Cruise Line has booked my 12-year-old granddaughter on connecting flights by herself and won't change it for her to travel with her mom or dad, who are also on separate flights. So the mom's on a flight, the dad's on a flight, and the 12-year-old daughter is on a different flight even. So 3 different flights, 3 family members, same cabin. Now, lots of you gave really great advice, like have your travel agent ask, do all of these things. I would love to hear what the resolution of this is, because people generally cannot get Norwegian Air to change the flights. So let me know. I would love to hear from you. But also, the reason that I tell you this is so that you can be aware of how it works. Like if I go on a Norwegian cruise again someday, I'm not going to do their air, because I like to know that Gordon and I will be on the same flight. I like to be in control of all that, and which airline we go on, just the whole situation. So, and I know that it costs a little bit more. You do get a better deal when you book with those Norwegian flights. So be aware of what it is. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I want you to do it being aware of how they work it and how it is. So truly, there's a reason that it's cheaper. It's because they go through, their system goes through and picks the cheapest flight for everyone trying to get to that location. So that's why you can't guarantee what the flights you want or anything. So yeah, I just want you to be aware of that. Some of the other cruise lines, every once in a while, like Viking, will offer a perk that air is part of theirs, but usually on most of their cruises, you can pay $100 extra, and then you can have more input on what flights you get rather than just taking whatever they give you, and maybe even being changed at the last minute. Like Let's Go family members just had that flew to Norway. They had flights until close to the cruise, and then Viking changed them, and they weren't such good flights anymore. Plus, they had already paid to upgrade their seats, and like we can't get that money back. British Airways says talk to Viking. Viking says talk to British Airways. The flights are different now. It's a mess. So I just feel like it's my job to tell you how things are going and what to be aware of. The next thing that I think is important to talk about today is we've got a Let's Go family member, and I really appreciate you all sending me this. He was on the Sky Princess. I think he was on that Sky Princess cruise where they missed so many ports, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that tomorrow. But he was on that Sky Princess sailing, and on that sailing, you guys, he noticed that they would have what he calls Princess Mobile Bars. So it's like a little kind of grab-and-go bar, and they would be in the piazza in the Princess Live outside the theater, and that they were open like during peak times when it was super busy. And he's pointed out that it was a really good idea so that everybody's not in line at the bars. Now you remember, at least I remember, usually when you go sit down in the Princess Theater and you wait for a show to start or an event, whatever you're there for, there would be lots of waiters there taking orders, and truly they still do, but I have not seen the numbers of waiters out in force that I saw before COVID. There were always lots and lots. If you wanted a drink, it was no problem either. They would be right next to you, or you could just raise your hand and they'd come to you when they could get to you, and you would definitely get a drink. So I think this is a really good idea, so that if you've got that drink package, you feel like you can get a drink when you want, or if you don't have the drink package, you can feel like you can get a drink when you want to. They noticed that they have champagne, beer, wine. I would like to think that they've got Diet Coke somewhere in there, and I'll put the picture up that he was so kind to send. But let us know if you are seeing this pop up on other ships, okay? Because it'll help us all know what to look for and what to expect. The other really interesting thing is several of you sent me an email, a couple of things about casino offers, because we talked about that yesterday. And it sounds like, truly, I have a wide variety of comments. Some people say, oh yeah, you can use everything on one. It should all work together. And other people are like, no, it's there. Some of them are not combinable. So just be careful when you book your casino offers. And if any of you come across any tips that would help our Let's Go family members who use the casino, let us know, and I'm happy to pass them along. The other thing is, as I was talking to you about people who were saying when they were on the cruise for the first few days, there were people soliciting, the Plus package. We've heard that people also come around to you at dinner and will offer you like a certain kind of glass, a princess branded glass. Lots of things going on like that. Again, nobody likes it. My suggestion, I don't know if anybody wants my suggestion, but I want to know what your suggestion is. So put that in the comments as well. The princess gift shops used to be amazing. I have the last few princess cruises I have been on, I haven't even bought anything because there wasn't anything that I really wanted. It just had clothes that I could go to the mall and get when I was home. And so I don't know. One thought I had is, I know they're trying to sell the Plus package more, but for some of the little glasses and the other little things, you could always put those in the gift shop and bring back a little bit more of the princess branded merchandise that people enjoy so much. That's just a thought. I don't know that anybody wants my thoughts, so tell me what your thoughts are about that. And then let us know if you keep having more things, people trying to sell you stuff when you're having your dinner, whether you're sitting on the pool deck, wherever you are. Let us know that experience as well. Okay, here's also a question for our Let's Go family. We have a family member, and she's on a princess cruise in the club class or the reserve collection mini suite, and she is wondering how you all tip your waiters in the club class section. Now, whenever we have waiters that we really enjoy in the main dining room, we just give them money. We do it very discreetly. Either I try to remember to bring a little envelope, and if I don't, though, you just etiquette is that you put it in your hand and shake their hand and leave it in their hand. That's how etiquette says you give a tip. So I wanted to put that out there, but I think also if anybody is brave enough, if you want to talk about how much you tip, I think she was probably wondering about that as well. And I know that's a really personal thing. So if anyone wants to share any insight on that, you can. I know it varies a lot by people's budgets, by how valuable they feel that service is. Just lots of things go into that. So if we, so let me know what you think. And we usually wait until the end of the cruise. But if we're worried we're going to see them again, we will tip some along the way. And so let us know how you do that, how you navigate that. It would be great. Finally, a quick follow-up. We were talking about those cruise tours, the Princess Alaska cruise tours, and I was telling you that from everything I can find, that when you are on those glass top trains, that the food is included. We've got a Let's Go family member who has done those cruise tours enough to know that unless things have changed this year, sometimes depending on the length of your trip on that glass dome train, food is maybe not always included. They'll have food for sale, but it won't always be offered for free. So let us know your experience, all of you, this year, how it goes on the train, what the food is like, if it's included or not. I really appreciate you all being here. I am so excited about our cruise. We're going to tear to the airport now. We are going really early, though, in case there are delays with checking in and with getting through security. So I'll let you know how all that goes as well. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. If you appreciate these updates, please give this video a thumbs up. And I'll be talking to you all again really soon. Y'all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.